All right. So, what made you want to start your own business?
I started this. I started in this trade in '83 as a laborer. I got married at 17. I had my first kid at 17. I grew up in the projects in LA. But I've always wanted to do something. I've always wanted to. I learned a lot from living in LA, and that eventually I was gonna be successful at something. So I came up from the trenches, being a laborer, to a carpenter, foreman, superintendent, and then the company before this, I was taking care of the field. I was the supervisor for the field. Um, on 2011, I decided to leave the other company and started this venture. Um, but over the years, I learned that it's not about what you do, it's a people business. And that's what I would tell everybody. You have to know that you're in a people business. You have to take care of people. You have to not be arrogant, and be always very positive. And that's what got me started on this. It was hard at first. It's not easy, but obviously everything. If you want to be successful, you have to give something up. I gave up a real good job I had. I mean, I could have been fine with that job I had, but I wanted to go on this venture. I know that there's no guarantees on anything in life. So I started this. We started with 8 guys, and now we're over 250 guys in 7.5 years.
All right. So, what was one of the hardest parts of starting your own company?
All the legal stuff and all that, but I mean, as long as you remain positive and have a vision. I've always had a vision, and that's one thing that I always tell even all my workers, my foremen, members of my family. You always have to have a vision, and that was what my vision was, to start a company, and it is hard. It's not easy. Everything comes with a price, but it's paying off now. And I've always wanted to start a company to see other people succeed also. Like I've told everybody that works for me, all my foremen, it's not just about me. We're in a people business. Yeah, we sell concrete, but at the end of the day, it's a people business, and it doesn't matter, regardless of what you do, whatever business you're in, you have to surround people that have the same vision as you.
And what advice would you have to give to future entrepreneurs that would like to do something like you do?
Just be positive. Don't get discouraged. You're gonna fail at whatever you try to do a few times, but don't give up on that, because there's a lot of real smart people out there that give up real easy, and all they needed to do is just try one more time. So don't ever give up. And always, I've always, IQ is really important. There's a lot of people with real high IQ, but there's EQ, emotional intelligence. So always, if you have that in you, emotional intelligence is, helping other people get what they want, and that's a big advice. People will be behind you, and always have a vision. Always set yourself up a vision. If you set yourself a vision, whether it's a month or a year from now. Look back. If you're a year from now, if you set your vision for a year, and if you look back a year, once you reach that day, back, and if you're doing the same thing, then a year behind, somebody else is ahead of you. You always have to improve yourself.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Right.